Hi guys, I am here to show you how to make a really adorable Frozen invitation. I'm starting with this really simple design. This is a piece of cardstock and I printed this out. This is not actually my daughter's name or information. This is just like an example. I used an app called Canva. Just do a search on your app store on your phone. Canva is a great app to use for stuff like this. They've got a lot of free designs. And then the Canva app didn't have Frozen specific designs, but I added a JPEG of Elsa. So you could kind of add anything you want depending on what your child's birthday party is. But I printed this out and now I'm going to zhuzh it up. I'm going to wrap it in a paper snowflake. I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm starting with some blue construction paper. I used a lot of different colors for the snowflake. Sometimes I used purple or white, depending on what I had. I'm folding it in half here so that I get two long strips, and then I'm just going to cut along the fold. I came up with this idea because I was putting this party together really quickly. My clubhouse had a date open up. Previously, the dates around my daughter's birthday party were all taken, so I didn't think I could have a party for her at our clubhouse, but one opened up, and I needed to invite people immediately. Like the next day I needed to hand out invitations, so I had to come up with something that used items I had on hand. So you can see there I just used like I had like a guide there to cut a line. I'm cutting my rectangles smaller to get them to be the width of my invitation, what I need for my invitation. So you want them to be as wide as the cardstock invitation you printed out with a little extra on the side. You'll see what I mean when I get started here. So here I have made myself like a little template. This is going to be my stencil. And then I'm just going to trace along my stencil here so that I get a line where I know how to cut. And then you'll see here that I've used both sides of the construction paper. So I've kept the two different pieces that I cut so that when I do my cutting, I'm making more than one snowflake at a time. This is just going to make the project go faster. So I'm drawing along my stencil on one side. I just need to draw it one time, and then I'm going to fold it in half. So basically think I'm going to have like 4 layers that I'm cutting through. You'll see what I mean here. So I've got my 2 pieces. I've drawn my stencil one time. Look, I'm gonna mess up. So I start cutting before folding, but I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing in a moment and then remember to fold it so that I can be cutting on the same side. Yeah, there I go. So you fold it. There you go. You're gonna fold it, and now you're gonna cut along the line that you drew for your stencil. So see what I mean? Now you're effectively cutting through 4 pieces of paper. You only drew it once, you only have to cut once, but you're gonna end up with 4 snowflake cuttings basically. This is just, again, it's a time saver. I made like probably about 20 of these invitations, and if I had to do this for both sides of the paper for 20 invitations, that's 40 times you're cutting. Instead I'm cutting 10 times. Is my math right? I don't know. So just cut along, be careful, pay attention to what you're doing. And like I said, I used different colors for this just depending on what I had. I was going for like the Frozen colors, which are those light blues, the whites. Sometimes you see purple in Frozen birthday party decor, but I was rating just my daughter's arts and crafts stash. I didn't buy any special paper for this. And then I'm gonna wrap this around my invitation that I printed, and I'm gonna tie it up with baker's twine. Again, I used baker's twine that I already had on hand. The baker's twine that I had was black. Purple or blue or just plain white probably would have worked better, but again, necessity is the mother of invention, so I just used what I had. This is a great way to make a party invitation for any sort of birthday party, not just Frozen. Let's say you're doing a superhero birthday party. Maybe you want to wrap the invitation in a paper superhero mask, or you're just doing sort of a generic princess invitation. Maybe you want to do a stencil that looks like a castle or a tiara. So there's the finished product. It's just the snowflake on the sides, and then I just fold it over. Just kind of careful here. You want to get a crease. And as you can see, the effect is you can still basically see the invitation. You can see what it is. You can say, oh, it's a birthday party invitation. But this gives just that extra layer, a little extra detail that makes it look like you really took your time with this, even though it really did not take that much extra time. I think it just looks a whole lot better, more special than it did if it was just a piece of paper that I printed off of my printer. And like I said, here's my twine. I'm tying it up with a little bow. You could even embellish this further if you had like a little snowflake decal. How cute would that be? Like add that to the bow dangling off. You could use stickers here to kind of adhere the 2 sides together. A lot of ways to play with this, but I just wanted to kind of inspire you guys to get creative, use what you have. I think that a kid's birthday party is the perfect opportunity to do fun little creative projects like this that aren't high stakes. You're not investing a lot of time or a lot of money, but you can still get really playful and have fun with it. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are going to try this, what you guys are working on. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it so I know to do more Frozen birthday party projects for you guys. I'm having a ton of fun planning this. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.